right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Forbidden Radio, Season 3, Episode 7. I'm your host, Noah, joined by my two co hosts, Luke and Angel. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Good Wednesday afternoon. Chilling.
It's been a while since all three of us were on the episode at the same time.
Yeah,
Uh,
good point.
the boys are back,
The boys are back. That's what the streets are saying.
much like the song.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we have a couple topics today that, funnily enough, I'm super passionate about. Superman.
Both of them in equal amount.
Yeah,
An equal amount.
Superman's coming out this
He's a
week.
big fan of both.
Okay, don't go that far on least one of them.
Okay, my fault.
A big fan of his work. You'll see. Um, Superman is coming out this week, so it's gonna be a good time. I have at least 3 tickets for 3 separate showings.
Damn.
I know I have a problem. And then
Wait,
Epstein,
you already bought tickets for 3 separate showings?
yes,
That's
I did.
insane, yeah.
All right, I'm going by myself tomorrow, with my family and my cousin on Friday, and then with my boys on Saturday. So
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna single handedly put this movie to $1 billion because
Fair enough.
we need this, especially with the current state of the world. Anyways, topic number 2 is Jeffrey Epstein and the cover up that the government's obviously been putting out there to cover up like Trump and
For legal
his boys.
purposes.
Yeah.
For legal purposes, it's a quote unquote alleged cover up.
If I die, I die.
Even though I said legal purposes. I'm pretty sure assassinations aren't legal. Well, I don't know. The Supreme Court did decide they could do whatever they wanted, so
To be fair, like it wouldn't be out of the U.S. government's wheelhouse to kill an author. So,
I mean they've done
true.
it before.
so I mean, if I don't die for this, I'll die for some shit I write in Manifest.
There you go.
But yeah, guys. So let's start off with the lighter tone. Superman. Have you guys seen the trailers? What do you guys think so far of the trailers? Are you gonna watch the movie?
I don't think I've seen the newest trailer. I think I'm missing one of them. They dropped one kind of recently, no? Like maybe like a week ago?
Yeah,
2
a
weeks
couple
ago?
weeks ago.
Okay, I haven't seen that one, but I do want to watch the movie. I'm probably gonna go this weekend with my siblings. Definitely not opening night. Um, I don't know. It's too crowded for my taste. But this weekend for sure. Um, maybe I'll go see it with my friends if they're down. But I know for sure my brother and my sister want to go.
What about you, Luke?
I am still debating whether or not I'm going to go or not, but it's definitely not going to be at least for the first 2 or 3 weeks that it's out because I don't want to deal with any crowds at all.
I was gonna tell you should watch it as soon as possible, both of you guys, so we can do a review for one of our episodes.
All
That'd be
right,
dope.
well, you can just Venmo me some money for the movie tickets. I'm going to need at least 7 seats so I can have 3 seats to either side of me completely empty.
You're really gonna.
And then
You want that
Seems
much of a
reasonable.
barrier?
yes, that much of a barrier. I mean, you're lucky I don't ask for like 21 seats so I can have empty row in front and behind me. I want to
That's,
look
Just for the
like if there was a
margins,
picture in the movie theater, I want to look like I've got some sort of infectious disease.
that's such a 50 Cent thing to do. Did you guys hear about what he did
Yeah,
to Kanye?
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it was Kanye?
Was it
Wasn't it? It was
Wasn't it? I thought it was
Ja Rule, no?
ludicrous.
No,
Ja
I thought it was
Rule?
Ja Rule.
I thought it was no, I thought he did it to Kanye, and he put up a bunch of pictures of Kim on the
Oh, I didn't
scenes
hear about that
from
one.
the sex tape.
I did not hear about that.
Hold
I
on,
heard
hold on.
when he bought like the first 2 rows of a Ja Rule concert and just left them empty.
Yeah. 50 Cent announced a new plot against faux Ja Rule in an
Oh, there you
Instagram
go.
post. He said he bought 200 front row tickets to a Ja Rule concert on Groupon
Oh
just
my
to keep them
god, he's
empty.
gonna do it again.
I love that guy. He's such a douchebag, but I love him.
He's so petty.
Right? That's
He
the
is
level of
incredibly
pettiness
petty.
that I want to
Yeah, I
aspire
saw
to
a
be
poster
like.
was like I like 50 Cent, but I can tell why he got shot 9 times.
Right? Did you see when he DM'd Will Smith?
I did not.
No.
He DM'd Will Smith after I guess some drama came out. Oh, when his wife was like, "Oh yeah, I had an affair with
Mhm.
one of their sons, like best friends," and and 50 DM'd Will Smith about it, and I forgot what he said, and then Will Smith's like, "Fuck you, 50." and
Oh yeah, I'm
and
looking at
50's like what do I do?
it.
And he posts the
Why is that
DM on
fucking
as a
cool?
post on Instagram. It's like, all right, look, oh wait.
Yeah, 50 Cent's
Anyways,
funny.
so Superman, I am very optimistic about this movie. I think it'll be pretty good. Um, but people are already starting to hate on it because they want a
Of
more
course.
serious Superman, from what I could tell, and that's just not the character.
Yep. Yep. So I was reading a review, like an early review earlier today, and that was exactly what this person said, is that this is not a like not a very serious movie. It's too silly and da 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 da. Like already like hating on it. And I was like, that's a little harsh. Like I think everybody wants a little bit of a less serious tone. Like you can still have like serious moments in a comedic movie. You just have to find the right balance. Like,
Mhm.
you know, um what was that shitty Thor movie that what's his face did? Love and Thunder. Love and
Yeah,
Thunder, the balance was way off.
Mm. I never saw that one.
Oh, don't.
That's yeah,
Just
that's the general
just don't.
consensus.
Like so like in Thor Love and Thunder, like Thor Ragnarok was good. It struck a decent balance between comedy and the more serious and heavy moments.
yeah.
Hmm.
But then shit, I can't remember what the name of the director is.
Taika
What's that
Taika
dude's name?
Waititi. Taika Waititi.
Thank you. Taika Waititi. Like he went way over the top in Love and Thunder, and you just couldn't take any of the characters seriously, and they completely wasted Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher.
Oh yeah, they
Hmm.
definitely did, dude. That pissed me off. Especially since like knowing who Gore is and how much power he has in the
Yeah,
comics, that should piss me off.
yeah, but Marvel does have a problem with like taking these like epically good villains and then making them like, okay, you're the bad guy for this one movie, where like
Yeah.
a lot of their villains could last for at least a trilogy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But
And then it's like,
but
yeah,
yeah,
you're the
I
villain, but you're also comedic relief.
yeah, but like I'm happier. Like I'm not a Superman fan. I think Angel and I talked about that. Like I'm
Yeah.
not a huge fan of Superman as a character. So I'm not super excited about any Superman movies. But this one, based on the trailers that I've seen and the characters that are in it and just the general vibe that the movie seems to give me, I'm optimistic about it doing well, and I would consider going to go see it in theaters. Not least of which is because Nathan Fillion is in it, and I love him.
Same.
Nathan Fillion is great. I was just gonna bring him up. I like the fact that he plays Hal Jordan in some of the animated movies, and then
Uh-huh.
now he's playing
Mhm.
Guy Gardner in the live action. I think it's really cool.
He
Good callback.
Yeah.
captures that douchebagginess of Guy Gardner pretty well.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
he does. He does.
Great actor.
I'm excited to see him in a bit more of like an asshole kind of role because like
Hmm.
when he was Captain Mal in Firefly, there were moments where he was an asshole in that show, and this is definitely much more of a like arrogant, cocky asshole vibe that I'm getting.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
only caveat would be I thought that he would play a better Booster Gold.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
I can see
Like
that.
that was my fan cast. I'm not a huge DC fan, but Nathan Fillion as Booster Gold would have been on point in my
Yes,
opinion.
I agree
That's
too.
a good thing. I had not thought of that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a big drastic change from because I think his most recent project has been The Rookie. Uh super propaganda TV show, but
That's such a.
it's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah,
He plays like yeah, but he plays like such like a nice, like chill guy,
Uh huh.
easygoing. So seeing him as Guy Gardner, I think is gonna be funny.
It
yeah, yeah,
astounds
yeah.
me how long that show's been going on for.
Oh,
I know,
dude,
right?
honestly, I don't know. I watched I think the first 4 seasons. They're pretty good.
This
It
guy.
started off as like a cop show, and then it kind of turned more soap opera
Uh huh.
ish. So that's when I kind of fell off and stopped watching it. But my sister really loves it. She's like up to date on the episodes. She was like
I.
watching them as they were coming out weekly.
It's funny how I know that it started off as a Nathan Fillion like show, and then it turned into what's the Officer Chen and that guy, the
Oh
senior
yeah, yeah,
officer. It's like their show now.
yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. I think they're cute, but I'm not gonna watch that show. It's too cheesy to
Yeah.
me. There's something about it that's just too cheesy to me. It's
Oh,
like
it's
it kind of gives
super
me
cheesy.
Fresh Off the Block or whatever. What was that show on Netflix?
On my block.
On My Block, they're fresh off the block. On My Block, yeah. Like it gives me that vibe, and I just can't stand it. I don't know why.
Okay, honestly, I see the comparison. I see what you're getting at, and on my block is definitely way more cheesy, but it does have like similar elements.
Yeah, it just looks like it's shot the same to me. I kind of don't like the. I don't like the way
Mm,
it's shot. I don't know how to explain it,
okay.
but that's like my big
Yeah.
thing.
No.
So
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be for you for sure. I kind of like those like cheesy shows. It's fun, like what do you call it? I don't know, like background noise
oh,
television.
what about you, Luke? What's your favorite cheesy
Yeah.
show?
Oh, geez, you're gonna hate me because mostly what I watch for background stuff, my TikTok shows is all YouTube stuff.
Same.
It's
Mm,
like YouTube ghosty stuff
Hmm.
or like paranormal debunkers or like kitchen nightmares, hotel hell, just stuff that I've seen like 1,000 times, and I just put it
mhm.
on in the background and then scroll on TikTok and listen to it. And then when something interesting happens, I tune in for a minute and then I tune back out again.
Yeah.
Like when I watch something on Netflix, like I pay money for this, so I'm gonna goddamn pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually fair.
Going back to Superman, what's your guys' hopes for the movie? Like, like what do you guys want to see out of it? I know like some of you guys aren't fans of Superman per se, but like what ideally what do you want to see?
My friend was telling me, what did he say here? Let's see. He said there's music out for the movie, and I saw on Twitter that one of the themes sounds dark like a Batman theme. And
It
he said,
does.
I'm praying that the Robert Pattinson Batman is in this universe, which I think would be really cool. I'm not sure what the odds of that happening are, but if that were the case, that would be really awesome.
I heard that
Yeah,
Other than that,
James Gunn has been very inconsistent on confirming or denying that.
yeah. And doesn't he want to? He's doing like a different Batman, no?
yeah, so
Well,
Pattinson's
see, that's
Batman's
that's
gonna
the thing.
be
Is he?
Elseworlds.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna have the main Batman for the DCU, and then Pattinson's Batman's gonna be its own dimension.
All right,
Okay.
and I kind of like that because believe me, like when they first said that Robert Pattinson was going to be Batman, I was like, nah, I'm not. I don't know about that, but I'm going to give it a shot because Robert Pattinson is a really good actor, and I
Yeah,
really enjoyed that, like the Batman movie. I enjoyed
Mhm.
it a lot. Um, but yeah, I think them doing their own Batman in this universe with that vibe because I think that Robert Pattinson's Batman is a way different vibe from what I'm getting from the trailers of these movies.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I will say this as in terms of like the city structure, I do think this Gotham that Pattinson is in could actually fit as the opposite to this Metropolis that they're working with for this new
Mhm.
movie. Um, but I don't know. I feel like his Batman, like the character that he has, the armor he wears is way too realistic, which is funny to say. I've given like the Dark Knight and all that, Nolan's Batman, but something about it, like
Yeah.
I can, but then I can't see him rubbing shoulders with Superman. You know,
Really?
Yeah, I got you.
so
I guess I understand. Also, especially because from what we've seen in the first movie, the Gotham seems to be a lot more like crime family based than like metahuman based.
yeah, but that's also kind of falls in line with the comics. The first couple years of Batman being Batman, he was dealing with the crime families, like your stereotypical
Right.
Italians and Russian mob. But once he got rid of them, that's when the masks came in to fill the
Okay.
void. There was like a good year where crime was kind of low for Batman, and then it ramped up with the Joker and the Riddler and the Penguin, and from then on it just went batshit insane. Uh,
Well, and
Right.
that's kind of the theme that they played with in Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. Is I mean, even the Joker said like, you know, you made the whole. It's like you made the whole world crazy, and that now here I am. I mean, that's
mhm.
a
Mm,
serious dumbing down of what he said, but they
right.
played with that same theme. Like Batman came to fight the crime families, and then things went really off the rails.
Yeah, and a good
And
example too is even though it's for Marvel, Vision said it best in Civil War. Our strength invites challenge. Same thing with Batman.
Hmm.
uh-huh.
His strength invited masks to come in and fight him. You know. So
Okay, well then that being said, I think I could definitely see him rubbing shoulders with this Superman. I think that'd be really cool because I think it's such a big contrast, like what you were saying, the cities
mhm.
and just like the overall vibe of the movies. I think it'd be super cool. I could definitely see them pairing up,
I think I kind of
hopefully in
know
the future.
what Gunn is gonna go for. I think he wants to go for a Batman that's actually like kind of big in terms of like body size.
Mhm.
And I think I might know who he's
For
gonna
more.
cast. I think
What's your
Reacher.
prediction?
I think Jack Reacher is gonna be Batman.
That would be
So
cool.
I had heard something. I had heard whispers about that actor playing Batman possibly.
Yeah, it's a good contrast to David Corn Sweat Superman, who's like he's big, but he's like lean. You know what I'm saying? But Jack Reacher, the
Yeah,
guy,
he's lean muscle.
yeah, Alan Richardson is fucking massive. You know, and I
Oh
think he
yeah,
You
might
think
be
he's
going.
he's gonna
huge.
cast Ackles, Jensen Ackles?
No, he's too lean. He's not Alan Richardson. I think
Mm,
what they're gonna do is I think this Batman that we're gonna get in the DCU, he's not gonna have on armor. I think it's gonna be more of a cloth type suit. Um,
gotcha.
I think they're gonna want to show the contrast between the two men between Superman and Batman. I think he's gonna be massive. I think it's gonna be Alan Richardson.
I mean, I could definitely see that. And the little I haven't watched Reacher at all, but I have seen clips of it on like TikTok and stuff, and I like his vibe. I could definitely see him playing a good Batman. He definitely played a better Jack Reacher than when they cast Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher, which I thought was like, what the fuck is this?
I know, dude. That shit
Like,
was that shit was
have
funny.
you read the books at all? Like
Yeah,
Tom Cruise is like tiny.
yeah.
What are you doing?
I read a good grip of the Jack Reacher books, and my dad's read them all. Well, he's up to date. I think they're still making some. And he was like, "Yeah, this guy that's playing him in the TV show is on point." I'm like, "Yeah, I agree." So
So as far as what I hope for the movies, between the DC and the Marvel universe, I've always been a bigger fan of Marvel, but there's definitely a lot of DC characters that I'm a fan of. I I'm hoping that James Gunn gives Marvel a run for its money because I think that people are ready for something fresh. They're kind of worn out with Marvel because
yes,
they haven't been putting out as much good stuff, and you know they took every like the build up that they had for like Endgame just hasn't been matched since then. Like they put out some decent stuff, they put out some good movies, but everything that they've done with like the TV shows and all that kind of stuff, it's just become very muddled. It doesn't seem like it has like one voice, one direction. It's just here, you take care of this character and we'll figure out how to tie them in later. And
Mm,
James Gunn's movies, his last movies with Marvel, have been the best.
yes, they've been up there. I
and
agree.
and I think putting him in charge of the DCU is something that you know is something that DC needed. They needed one voice, and when they first tried to tackle the DCU, it didn't work
Hmm.
with Snyder. There was a lot of problems. There were a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of mixed reviews. Like some people thought it was awesome, and some people didn't like it at all. I fell asleep during Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, me too.
Like I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Um, no hate to anybody that likes it, but I think James Gunn has like a new voice and a new perspective. It seems like he's bringing some more of the comic book back into the movies, which I
Yeah.
think is something that people want to see. They want to see stuff that's a little bit more colorful, a little bit more outrageous, and not outrageous in like the things that happen, but just like the personalities. The personalities are all bigger,
Hmm.
just a little bit more unrealistic and a little bit more like cartoonish. Nothing, but it's a fine line to walk, and he's probably going to make some missteps along the way for sure. But I hope it's not this movie.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing too, right? With the with Zack Snyder's DCEU, they were trying to go super dark, super realistic, and I thought Man of Steel was fantastic. BVS was boring as shit. And then both Justice
yeah.
Leagues, Josh Whedon's and Zack Snyder's, I didn't think were that great. I think there was cool moments, right? And
Mhm,
I do feel like Zack Snyder, if you give him a good script and you rein him in, he could make a kick-ass movie because visually his movies are pretty on point. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But it didn't have the feeling that I wanted to get from DC because growing up, I read both major brands, Marvel and DC, and of course I read the smaller ones, Image Comics, Dark Horse, all of them, right? But in terms of the big two, I always gravitated more towards DC. One, it's got Superman in it, and two, I feel like they have the better stories. Don't get me wrong, Marvel has good stories and event stories that they've had over their comics runs, but DC to me I always just gravitated towards that more. And I think it's about time we get a good DC universe that can adapt these stories that they've had, like Darkest Night, um, what else, Crisis on Infinite Earths, like stuff like that. And I feel like those stories could blow out of the water anything the MCU can make. And I like the MCU. I thought Endgame was cool. I thought Infinity War was cool. But DC story events, I feel like if they're adapted the right way for film and for TV and even video games, because I know he wants to tie in video games, will just blow out the MCU. And I think it's about time that the MCU gets a good run for its money because it needs to adapt. It needs to get better too. Basically, what I'm saying is I want both these universes to do well. You know, I want them to be in direct competition because that forces them to innovate. So
Yep. Just like
Yeah, and so
capitalism.
far,
yeah,
yep, and so far, Marvel has been unrivaled because you know the DCU dropped the ball, and Marvel's kind of like dropped off since then because they didn't have a proper
yeah,
rival.
Right.
So I want this movie to make $1 billion in like the first month.
same.
Like I want it to do well and kick off. Like I want it to be rewarded for good storytelling, so we can get more good stories.
Hmm.
And it'll only help us out with the stuff that we write. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a renewed interest in comics, in all that stuff. So the things that we make for Forbidden Origins, people are gonna be looking for that same kind of like hit, and they're gonna find us.
Yep.
And it's basically if this movie does well, every single company that makes stories, every single author, everyone, it's gonna drip down. You know what I'm saying?
Trickle
So
down
You mean like
economics.
trickle
there you go.
down economics?
Yeah, but I think it's actually gonna work for us instead of fucking Reagan. You know what I'm saying? I think it's actually gonna work because whenever I notice whenever like a big franchise or a big story comes out and it's popular, people are they yeah sure they read up all of that one particular story, but then they want more. You know, like Game of Thrones, fantasy had a really crazy glow up with Game of Thrones. People were like either
Hmm.
they read the
Mhm.
books or they watched other things about Game of Thrones, but then they are also looking for other stories too to give them that same hit. I know that happened with me. I always loved fantasy, but then Game of Thrones gave me like a renewed push for that, and that's how I found Warhammer. I found
Mm.
Warhammer through Game of Thrones. So like people are gonna find their thing that they want to give them the same hit from what they watched, and I think that's gonna benefit us. So yeah,
Yeah.
my tangent done.
Uh, good tangent. I was gonna loop back because you were talking about how you grew up reading comics.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm a huge DC fan, but not even from the comics. I don't think I've ever read an actual DC comic book except like maybe one.
Huh.
Um, but I grew up on all the like DC video games, like the Lego Batmans, the Batman Arkhams, and then like the TV shows, like the animated TV shows, Teen Titans and Young Justice,
Yeah.
and some of the DC, what is it, DCAU movies.
Yes.
And I just think that DC has cooler characters, in my opinion, than Marvel.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm excited to see. I want them to bring in like the big cast of characters that they have. Like obviously slowly and not like trying to force them in like Marvel,
Yeah.
but like I'm trying to see a live action Nightwing. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, technically, you already
See, I
got it,
was
but
always
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
I was
Yeah, I mean
always
like
like
a sorry, I was
You
just gonna say a
dude,
new in this universe is what I
Yeah,
want to see.
I get you. Go ahead, Luke. Sorry.
see, I was more of a, I had more superheroes from the Marvel universe that I liked and more super villains from the DC universe that I liked. I think
Mm,
DC has better villains overall,
I agree.
Scarier villains too.
much scarier,
Like
much scarier.
I wouldn't want to run into any of those villains, even the lower level ones in a back alley.
Mhm.
Oh, even the like the non-powered villains are fucking terrifying.
Like fucking Victor Zaz.
That's exactly who I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Like, nah, bro. I think I'm good. Like,
Yeah, stay out of Gotham.
if I had an armored bat suit, sure, but I'm not gonna fucking deal with you, even as a cop
Yeah,
with a gun.
exactly.
but no
Never.
thanks. We're good. We're good.
I want no part of that. What's your favorite
But
villain
yeah, I
from
wanted to do
DC?
well. My favorite. I mean, I love the Joker. The Joker's my favorite, just because I think he's such a cool character, and there's been so many iterations of the character and so many interpretations of him that like you like it's something for everybody. Like Joker is going to appeal to somebody as a villain
Mhm.
because you have like the much more like slapstick comedic versions of the Joker, like as voiced by Mark Hamill in the cartoon series, who's just classic. That's like classic Joker. But then you also have like the much more serious, much darker, much more sinister Jokers that really dig into like how cruel and vindictive and intelligent that he can be as well. And I really enjoy all those characters. Like Batman has like the top tier villains overall. Like there's I mean, granted, there's some absolutely ridiculous Batman villains, just like there's any ridiculous villains in comic books. But I think Batman has some of the best villains. Like his rogues gallery is just the best.
Mhm.
Like Kite Man.
Yeah, Kite Man. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight Kite Man, would you?
Kite Man, hell yeah. I'd probably laugh at him more than be scared. But but yeah, I've my favorite DC villain has to be like probably the biggest one of them all, Darkseid.
Mm,
Like that dude is insane. The fact that the body that we see him in is only just an avatar and he's a multiversal threat. It's fucking sick. I love it. I love that shit.
that is sick.
Yeah. What about you, Angel?
I think mine is Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like his backstory. Yeah.
I mean, he's such a tragic villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like. It's it's sad, but he's still evil, you know? Needs to be taken
Yep,
down.
I hot take. I think Arnold did a good job portraying him.
that is a hot take.
Um, I've never seen the older
I actually
Batman
think
movie.
he. I think he did. I think he actually did a good job for what he had. Like the movie wasn't good.
Well, I mean, no, the movie wasn't good. He played Mr. Freeze exactly the vibe that movie was.
Yeah.
He did not have a bad performance as Mr. Freeze given the vibe of that movie. Like he was super cheesy. He had like the worst one-liners.
Uh huh.
Like it was very much like reminiscent of like a bad 60s television show, you know? Like it was just like grown worthy like one-liners. But he did a great job at it. He didn't act the part badly. The part was written badly.
Oh yeah. He had so much fun though. I could tell.
Oh yeah, he had a ton of fun.
I would have had so much fun too. So, all right. So, Tonal Whiplash, Jeffrey Epstein, guys.
My favorite DC supervillain.
I know, right? Jesus,
So now
Even,
now
even the
talking about
Joker would
real
be
life
like, "What?"
supervillains.
Even the Joker would be like, "Hey, calm down, man."
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Now we're gonna talk about real life supervillains.
The real life op.
Yeah, big switch.
Um, so the government investigated themselves and came to the conclusion that they did nothing wrong.
Typical.
Yeah,
Um,
no one did anything wrong. It's fine.
and I had a feeling this is gonna happen, but it's just damn, because I feel like they got the list, they saw who was on it, and they realized, oh shit, if we publish this, everything goes tumbling down. You know,
Hmm.
because Trump's on
I,
there, he's definitely on there. Democrats are on there, so are Republicans. So it's
yep.
just like,
This yeah, this should not be a partisan issue in any way, shape, or form. There's going to be Republicans on there, Democrats on there. There's going to be people who are non-politically affiliated, celebrities, business
yes,
people, like every royalty,
other heads of state.
and that's yeah, other heads of state. Like this is definitely like of so for the last 6 months of Trump being president, like pretty much anything he's done, there's been at least one Democrat that came out and like raked him over the coals for it. Except for this is I haven't heard any Democrats speak out about this in any way, shape, or form. Not one.
Me
Not one so
either.
far.
Nobody
Hmm.
said shit, and I'm like, oh, you guys are all in bed together on this one, huh? Like, damn. Like, you would have thought that maybe
I mean, even
AOC would
when
have said something, but even she's been quiet.
yeah, even
Right.
she has been quiet. Like, and I really like AOC and Jasmine Crockett, and I haven't heard a word from them. And I understand why. It's not like I'm saying that they're on the list. It's just that they know that that is they're not. They have no friends. There's no allies in that fight.
Hmm.
And like it's just crazy. Like what Epstein died in 2019, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was close to the end of Trump's first presidency,
Yes.
and we had 4 years of Biden and Harris being in charge, and still nothing about any of it. Like we didn't hear anything about the Epstein list. The only thing that we ever heard was Trump saying, like, as soon as he gets into office, he's going to make sure that people know what's going on. Until all of a sudden, nothing is going on. It's
Yeah.
all smoke and mirrors. You didn't see anything.
The list was leaked a long time ago, and Trump's on there several times. So, I mean, it's obvious that it's yeah they're making sure he doesn't get implicated. Which if that means they don't implicate anybody, then so be it. I guess that's what they're thinking. But it's just I don't know. I don't know how much of a stir it would actually cause to MAGA if it came out that Trump was on it. A lot. I think it would cause some friction, but I don't think it would be enough to disable the
So,
motherfucker.
so
Yeah, I think that's one way
surprisingly,
to defend it
there's
is
actually been some backlash from some of his most ardent supporters. Like all over my TikTok today, I've seen people who at least claim that they voted for Donald Trump. I didn't really like dig into their TikTok history to see what's up, but I've seen at least 9 different people who said that they were like hardcore MAGA Trump supporters that said this list not being released is like the breaking point for them. Which I mean, concentration camps weren't your breaking point, but the sex offender thing is. That's kind of weird, but whatever.
Right.
And then like Alex Jones, we're all familiar with Alex
Oh yeah,
Jones.
yeah. He had a
Alex
breakdown.
Jones he had a breakdown like in tears about this thing, which is like in tears that it's not being released because he wants it released.
Well, the thing about
He's been
Alex
talking about it for
Jones,
years.
I don't believe that he doesn't know who was on it. I don't believe him at all. I'm pretty sure he knew who was on it. I'm pretty sure he knew Trump was on it too, but I don't think he gave a shit. I think this is just smoke and mirrors on his end. I don't think the breakdown. I don't think was real. I think he's just trying
You
to
don't think it was
distance.
real?
No, I don't. I think a lot of these guys who are MAGA people, like Ben Shapiro, Alex Jones, fucking who's that one dude that goes to fucking colleges and talk shit? Um, Charlie Kirk. I fully
Oh,
believe they know who's
yeah,
on the
yeah.
list. I think they've seen the list. I fully believe it. And any kind of quote backlash they're trying to put out there on TikTok and social media, that's just smoke and mirrors. They're trying to distance themselves. Um, because I don't think they would be. I think put it in the same situation as the people on that list, they would have done the same thing. Like these are bad people. You know what I'm saying? Like terrible big
mhm.
Yeah.
people. And also, but here's the thing too, right? I'm of two minds in regards to Epstein. So his death, right? A lot of people are saying he didn't kill himself, which I half believe. But the other half of me thinks he did kill himself because that man lived a life of luxury for I want to say what 20 years, maybe a little bit longer, and they stuck him in an insanely like dirty cell. He was in one of the worst prisons on the planet. And you think that depression wouldn't have gotten to that guy being in that situation? I believe I read somewhere he applied for like a special thing where he gets out during the day but only comes back to prison at night. And I think he got rejected for
Mhm.
that too. And a
Yep.
part of me thinks a guy like that who's been living a lap of luxury for years, for like 2 decades, he gets thrown into that situation. I think he would kill himself. I fully believe it. Um, but then another part of me is like, well, he was pressed by this cop, right? Like a week before. So obviously there was people in there who were trying to kill him. So
Mhm.
I'm of two minds. I half believe he killed himself. Another part of me doesn't think he did. So in regards to that part of the situation, I'm like split. But in terms of the list, it's real. Like I said, it was leaked several times over the past few years. Them saying it's not real, they're full of shit. Like, oh, there was no client list. No, there was a client list, and the Clintons were on there. Trump was on there. Actors, actresses, heads of state were on there. I mean, it's out there. You know. So
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Allegedly for legal purposes.
Allegedly, what are they gonna do? Fucking take me out? I'll see them try.
I would- I mean, they could sue us, but they can't get blood out of a stone.
That's true. We don't have any money.
But I mean, but yeah, like the amount we're talking about, like the people that are on this list combining their net worth is it probably in the trillions of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like we're talking the most powerful people in America, if not the world, just from the American names, definitely in America,
Yeah,
from both sides of the aisle, and nobody wants it to be officially released because we're talking about a complete upheaval of um, politics and culture in America for a long time. Like this is not a little thing.
no,
This would be a huge thing, which is why people want it released and why it's never going to be released.
it needs to for this country to basically restart. We need to restart, and if that means tearing down the system because a good grip of our leaders are pedos, then yeah, then fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I
We need to
agree.
remake the country. You know, we need to tear it down somehow. We need to reorganize everything. The military needs to stop being used as a tool of conquest and a tool of actual construction for just not just this country, but everybody else. Actually delivering aid with no strings because we have that kind of power. We need to have the fucking Corps of Engineers rebuilding everything around here because that's what they were supposed to be used for. Our infrastructure's fucking failing. You know what I'm saying? We need jobs. We need to do a new bill. But for some reason, that's fucking socialism, even though FDR did that shit. But whatever. This country needs a restart. You know what I'm saying? I fucking live here. I want to see
It
this
does,
country
but
thrive.
it does, but I just don't see it happening in the next couple of years. It's certainly not going to happen during this administration. Trump
No,
has no
no.
shame, and it doesn't matter if he loses support over not releasing the Epstein list because he's a lame duck president anyway. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care how much he talks about having a third term. I really just don't think it's going to go that far. And yeah, this might cause the Republicans to lose the midterms, but the Democrats are all cowards
No,
and they're
fucking
not going to
pussies.
do anything.
They're such pussies, man, and it pisses me
Um,
off.
and none of the third parties are any good at anything except losing.
Fuck, I
They're
know,
not.
dude.
They're just not good at anything but losing.
They're
I
such
mean,
pussies.
I remember the last time that I considered voting for a third party candidate was whoever they ran against Clinton and Trump. Uh, it was the Libertarian candidate. I can't remember what his fucking name was. Gary Johnson, that was
Yeah,
his name, and he was doing an interview on like CNN or something, and they asked him, "What do you think about Aleppo, which is a city in another country?" I don't remember too much about what was going on at the time, but I remember it was a thing that was going on at the time. I knew about it. He had no idea what they were talking about. He's like, "What is Aleppo? Who is Aleppo?" And I was like, "Well, he's fucking done for." Like, how could you do that? Although, maybe Elon Musk's America Party will save everybody.
Surely.
I completely forgot about that. Jesus Christ, that fucking
Yep,
guy,
the
man.
new third party.
Ugh.
I mean, I 100% support Musk in his creation of a third party to take votes away from Republicans. That's fine.
Hmm.
That's fine. The Democrats aren't very good. They can't. The Democrats clearly can't win on their own, so they need some help.
I think Newsom's gonna run for president.
You think so?
Okay, so you guys are both Californians. What do you think of Gavin Newsom?
I mean, for like, okay, so for me, I never really paid him like no mind. I was kind of just more dealing with trying to deal with at the time Trump and some other people. But like he's kind of like for me he's a douchebag, but he's our douchebag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think he actually okay, yeah, like he's a douchebag, but I do think he'd be a really good counterweight to the Republicans. And he like I said, he before he debated the dude from Florida and beat the shit out of him in that
oh,
debate.
DeSantis.
Yeah, he rocked his shit and it was hilarious. Like he was doing that shit for the love of the game. Can you imagine him doing that for as a presidential candidate? Like holy shit. Um I think him and Tim Walz would actually be a really good pairing.
I don't see Newsom and Walls being a good team together. I mean, I think that their philosophies would be good. I think that you could try to make them a good team, but I think that they're just too opposed because Newsom, like you said, is kind of a douchebag, and Walls is too cuddly.
Well, that's why I think they'd be a good pairing. It's the two sides of a coin. Like we need a douchebag like Newsom to talk shit to the Republicans. They've been the Democrats have been too like kind And I don't know if this is the ghetto side of me, like talking. It probably is, but it's like you need to talk shit to these people. Like these people have shit talked to you for so long. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to talk some shit back. And Newsom is perfect for that. And then Tim Walz can appeal to like the kinder side of like the left slash Democrat side, you know. And I do think he's a good guy from what I could tell. Um, and I think you need that 1-2
Well,
punch, you know.
he's a politician.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but for a politician, it seems
relatively
he's
speaking.
for a politician he seems like fine, you know. Like I don't see him being at a Diddy
Yeah.
party or an Epstein party. That's what I mean. So
I mean, we won't know until the lists are released.
I see Tim Walz on the list, and I'm like, oh, just ignore that.
Fuck.
God damn it, Newsom, why are you on there too? Um,
No, that is one thing that like if this list ever does come out, there is no ignoring whoever's on it. Whoever's on
no,
it is on it, and it's just going to be what it is, and they need to be done for. Like you're done in everything.
yeah, I fucking agree. I think Chris Tucker was on there too.
I had heard that. I'm looking at quote unquote one of the lists right now from the Independent from like what is it? April 2025. So not too terribly long ago. And I mean, there's a lot of names on here, a lot of names that I recognize, and then
Well,
definitely some people I have no idea who they are.
I think Newsom or Walls. I think they're the only candidates that we have. I mean, Harris could try again, but I don't think it would go her way.
I don't
Mainly
see that.
because like it's
Yeah.
gonna sound bad, but she's a woman, and Americans are fucking dicks when it comes to that. Like she was way better qualified than Trump was, and people still voted for Trump because he's a fucking guy.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, I mean, yeah,
will always
she.
be alive in this country. So
I mean, it's not just that she was a woman; she was also what is it?
an
She's
establishment Democrat.
no, I can't remember. She's half black, half shit, like Southeast Asian,
Indian, I think.
Indian. I couldn't remember,
I think.
but she's ethnic, and
Yeah.
the racist all came out. The racist and the misogynist were like, nah, that ain't gonna be a thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would have been fine. I didn't personally care for Kamala Harris as president, but I would have happily. I mean, I voted for her. I would have
Yeah.
happily
Me too.
taken her over Trump any day of the week.
We
Like
wouldn't
Mhm.
be here right now. No
I
matter
was,
what online leftists like to
yeah,
say, we wouldn't be here right now if she was president. Like a lot of online leftists
no,
like to say, "Oh no, she's the same." Nah, no, no.
no,
Like there is no
like
comparison between the two.
no, there is no comparison between the two. And like, yeah, she had some political positions that I didn't agree with, but you're never going to get a politician that you agree with 100% of their positions.
Exactly.
And I think that and like Biden, no, like he's just way too old. He's
Oh
just
yeah.
way too old.
Didn't he say that he was going to be like a holding pattern president like a couple years before the election? And then all of a sudden he threw his hat in the ring again, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? You said you weren't going to run.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He really did. He really did. I mean, he did the best he could. Grant, given how old he is,
Yeah.
he should not have thrown his hat in the ring. He should have let the Democrats have their primaries
Yeah.
and pick their candidates and do all of that instead of throwing Harris into the ring like 2 months before election day. Like,
Did,
I'm
did you?
surprised she did as well as she did, honestly, truly.
She actually did pretty good. She actually had a pretty good campaign for what the time she was given.
Yeah, I mean, Trump had been running for president for damn near 4 years
Yeah.
by the time that she threw her hat in the ring. And she still came pretty fucking close to beating him. Like,
Oh yeah.
I know he likes to say, like, oh, blowout. It was not a blowout. It was fucking close. It
Oh
was
yeah.
close.
It was stupid close. I mean, Texas was going back and forth on election night from red and blue.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's the first time in a long time that I'd seen Texas like be purple. Like that was crazy.
oh my god, I watched this guy Vosh. I was watching him on his stream during the election night, and the fucking the chat was blue Texas baby hashtag blue Texas, and it's like fuck I wish, but that whole thing was fucking like blue Texas blue California. Can you imagine? Holy shit!
I know that would be nuts. Oh,
Uh,
RFK Jr.'s on the list, apparently, allegedly.
that doesn't fucking surprise me.
Shocking. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me. Also, too, I actually have a theory about the list, right? I don't think everybody there was doing the insane shit. I think they were doing like some crazy shit, but I don't think they were doing like the little kid stuff. I think here's how I think it went down, right? Because I don't think everyone could have been caught up in that. Because I feel like a guy like Epstein would want to keep a few people in his pocket that he doesn't expose that kind of shit to, just so he has like an alibi. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. So here's what
Well,
I
I
think.
mean,
I'm
so
sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so just like everybody that's like, it depends on what the client list actually is.
Yeah.
Because we don't know because we haven't seen it because apparently it doesn't exist. But like anybody that flew on his planes, just because you flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane doesn't mean you know all of his deep dark dealings.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you could have just been there by happenstance. Like it could just be you happen to be there for this, or this reason. Like just because their name is present on the list doesn't mean that they did anything wrong, but they need to be investigated because of
Yeah. Being on the
who they were
list.
associated with. They're on the list, and we need to kind of like look into that and see who did what.
Mhm.
Because I mean, let's like think of it like this. So like David Copperfield, a magician, he's on the list
Mm-hmm.
allegedly,
Mhm.
and he's a magician. Could he be involved in all the dirty dealings? Yeah, he could be. Or Jeffrey Epstein is a stupid rich guy that wanted to have a private performance by a famous magician.
Exactly.
You
Mhm.
know, and that's why you can't take everything that's on the list as like, oh, these people definitely did something. No, maybe not. They're definitely very suspicious though, but that's what due process is all about. Not
And
that we
there
get a whole lot of that these days anymore.
and there's definitely some names you're just like, okay, yeah, I could see them totally getting into like the darker side of that shit. Um,
Oh yeah,
I mean the
like Bill
Clintons.
Clinton and Donald Trump. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Those like both of them were sexual degenerates. You know, it was known back in the 80s and 90s that these two were fucking deviants. You know.
Yeah.
But like yeah, like I said, the way I see it happening was like, sure, you go somewhere with a guy and you maybe have an orgy or you're doing coke and shit, right? But these are with people of age, people consensual, right?
Mhm.
But let's say Epstein wants something from you. Well, I could totally see him being like, "Hey, you want to try some harder shit?" And then they go somewhere more secluded with them, wherever they're at, and then you get the crazier shit, with the bad shit, and then he films
Mhm.
you, and boom, that's blackmail. I'm pretty sure it's all been
Yeah.
confirmed that a lot of that shit that happened was for blackmail purposes. You know,
Oh, according to the FBI, there is no blackmail.
fucking idiots. I love it when the CIA says like, "Oh, we don't do honeypots," and it's like, okay, if the KGB did it, you're really gonna expect us to believe you didn't do it? Like, come on, man. Like, fuck off. Fucking, you guys are doing honeypots all the goddamn time. Okay, I read books, all right. Um, but yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's almost been confirmed he worked for some intel agency, right? Epstein.
Well, there's been speculation that Epstein was actually an asset for intelligence agencies and from foreign nations.
Yeah, I think Mossad is pretty up there.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, it wouldn't surprise me either. Fucking, do you know who Mossad is, Angel?
No.
They're the Israeli intelligence agency. They're basically the
Ah,
CIA
okay.
for Israel.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They're pretty devious too with the shit they get up to.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
The only good thing about them was that they were very good Nazi hunters. That's about it. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
there's that.
fucking guy, man, I can't believe like, oh, I can believe it that this kind of shit's been
Yeah,
happening for centuries. You know?
yeah. Rolling back to kind of like your original point about whether or not Epstein killed himself in jail. When I first heard that he died in prison, I was immediately like, "There's no way in hell that he killed himself." Like this is super sus.
It is. It
Um,
is. It is. It's incredibly sus. But like I said, the only reason why I only halfway believe I'm like half and half is that he was living in luxury and he probably got super depressed being in the conditions he was in. That's about it. You know.
well, he
Um,
was only in prison for 36 days before he died.
that's still enough time for someone to lose their shit. Not I'm not saying that it didn't
I
happen, that
mean,
he didn't like get killed by someone. because he was
Yeah,
getting
and
pressed
I'm
by
not
people.
saying. Oh yeah, and I'm not saying that it's still not possible that that he killed himself. What I think is also a potential possibility is that he killed himself under duress.
That too, that too.
Like like if you live through this, we will make you regret it.
Uh huh.
Hmm.
Like they had something on him that was so bad that death was the better option.
But what could have been worse than the pedophile shit? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't know who Jeffrey Epstein might have cared about that
That's true.
they were threatening. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because even though he's a monster, even monsters have people that they care about,
That's true.
have things that they care about, have things that they don't want to go through. I mean, for all we know, someone could have been like, if you make it out of this prison cell, we're gonna peel the skin off your body. I was like, well, I'm gonna just do this then.
Hmm.
It's like screw that. I'm not dealing with that. And if you think about him being an intelligence asset, there's no way, if he was an intelligence asset, that they didn't say, if you are ever like, if this ever comes out, if you are ever like caught or captured, like, don't let us get our hands on you because it's going to be bad.
He gets disavowed. I could totally see him getting disavowed by whatever intel agency he was with.
Getting burned.
Some real MI Mission Impossible shit, you know. Fuck, man. This whole thing is all kinds of messed up, you know.
Hmm.
Yep, and it just keeps getting worse. Like they just keep digging themselves a different a deeper hole by trying to deflect and do all this other kind of stuff.
They're so
And
bad
there's
at
like
it.
no one behind it. They
They're
are so bad at it. I
they
mean,
are so bad
they've
at it.
been bad. They've been bad liars since before Trump even became the president. Like he's a terrible liar.
Yeah,
He's terrible.
like I told you, Luke. Like at least the Nazis were like good at their job. These guys suck. You know, we're
Yeah,
this country is being run by just complete idiots, just from the top down, and like in terms of every aspect. Like they suck so bad at everything they do.
yeah, and they're all very they're incompetent and they're not qualified for their jobs, which means when they have to like improvise and
Yeah,
try to think on the fly, like they're no good at it. They're no good at it. I mean, we're talking about a bunch of people who like Pete Hegseth was a television personality,
yeah.
and Linda McMahon, she was a CEO of WWE, but she was also a television personality. And the Department of Transportation, the head of the Department of Transportation, was a television personality. Like these are celebrities. These are people that get things handed to them and then they just have to like play it out. They're not good at doing things on their own. They need brains behind them to make things happen. And when they get left out on their own, they struggle. They struggle hard. I mean, just listen to any of Trump's speeches. Like he or just when he just talks in general, he speaks total nonsense
Yep.
most of the time. It's absolutely nonsensical. Like there's been several times where like I've talked to family members of mine and I just took like something that Trump said and I said, "Did you hear what Joe Biden said?" and just like recited it back to them and they're like, "Oh, that guy's a fucking idiot. He should have never been president." Da 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 da. I was like, "Actually, you know what? I was wrong. Trump said that." And then they're, "Oh, backpedal, backpedal, backpedal," you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. These people like to think they're Lex Luthor, but they're nowhere near as smart.
No.
Which leads us back
Speaking
to
of
our
Yeah.
Lex Luthor,
Superman tomorrow, July
Superman's
10th.
out tomorrow night.
We need this
Oh,
movie, man, just to offset just the complete BS that's happening in
Yeah,
the world right
that's
now.
Superman's job. He's a symbol of hope.
Yeah,
What he was in the comics during the war. No.
yeah, him and Captain America.
Yep. We're so
But
back. The
Luke,
golden age.
we are so back, Luke.
We made America
so
great again.
great.
Truly, we are America. Oh man. Real quick though. So, do you think Trump's gonna before we end it? Do you think Trump's gonna die in like sometime soon, or do you think he's gonna ride out the 4 years?
We're not that lucky.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think he lives
I'm
the
sorry. It's just
full
it's
full.
unless I mean, don't get me wrong, like his cognitive decline is like very apparent,
Mm.
but I think even if it does get to the point where like he is now no longer functioning enough to be on television anymore, they're just gonna hide it because they need him. They need him as the figurehead because JD Vance has the charisma of a moldy sponge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like he cannot be president and lead the MAGA cult. Like they need fresh blood, and I just don't think that they're gonna find it because um JD Vance again, moldy sponge. Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, they're they're ghouls. They're like fucking little goblins. Like nobody, I don't even think most of MAGA likes them.
Hmm.
Ivanka, she's distanced herself from all of this. I haven't seen anything from her in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Like
Now
she's
that you
like, nah,
mentioned
I'm
that, yeah, I haven't seen her in a minute.
nah. She's like, you know what? I'm good just making money on my own. Thank you. Y'all can fuck off.
Holy shit. Yeah. Now that you say that, she was really prominent in the first term. Now I haven't seen anything about her.
Yeah, she was in the White House. She had a job in the White House along with her husband Kushner.
Yeah, him too. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
How things
they
change.
got they were able to get their bags from the first administration. They're like, no, we don't need a round two. Like we're
Hmm.
good. We're good. Meanwhile, Daddy's selling Trump Bibles and Trump cryptocurrency and oh, his new fragrance. Have you seen his new fragrance?
No.
You didn't know about the Trump fragrances?
No, but that doesn't surprise me. Oh yeah, I reposted
Hold
something
on.
on TikTok that said, "What if the mark of the beast is just those damn hats y'all are wearing?"
Oh yeah, that's I've heard. I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people say that. Where the fuck is this thing?
And it kind
Hold
of
on,
makes
I want to find
sense.
it. Oh,
But
here it is.
this is how we find out Trump's the Antichrist. This stupid as fucking
Nah,
guy is the evil leader of the planet. Jesus Christ.
nah, because that would all have to be true if he was the Antichrist.
It
Here it is.
always it
200.
pisses me off. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So he's got fight, fight, fight cologne for men and fight, fight, fight perfume for women. $249 a bottle.
Jesus.
And of course, the bottle itself is Donald Trump plated in gold.
Oh my god.
Some idiots have paid for that
For sure.
Oh,
100%.
don't worry. There's a bottle coming to your house right now.
as a warning.
It's important.
So I want you. No, I just want you to smell like Trump. I know you would enjoy that.
It's just a gift, yeah.
Just smell like fucking
Just to,
musky sweat.
it's just it's just so you know exactly how I feel about you.
I heard he stinks.
Oh yeah, I heard he stinks.
Oh
I just
man.
posted it in our private chat, a picture of it.
Oh, let's see
Yeah, I
this.
mean, there's definitely times when you can
Oh
see
my
people
god.
like viscerally reacting to like being near him. Like, oh, he definitely just shit himself
Yeah, he definitely wears diapers. Yeah.
and a catheter
Oh
allegedly.
god. You know,
Jesus.
I think the best way for Forbidden Origins to resist this regime, um, is just to keep writing stories, man. Keep writing stories about resisting fascism through a fictional
Yeah.
lens. Just keep writing, man. I think that's the
Yep.
best way for us
That
to fight back. You know.
so like I mean, take it from me. Like when Trump was elected, I actually did have like a serious sit down conversation with my wife. Like, okay, do we need to leave the country because like this shit scares me. Like I
Mhm.
had that conversation with her, and then like seeing how stupid these fucking people are. Um, like yeah, it's scary for a lot of people, and there are people who are actively like being hurt, having their families torn apart, even dying because of the things that this administration is doing. We need to keep doing our thing, and this is the we as like the American people. Like you need to keep doing your thing, you need to keep pursuing your dreams, you need to keep like creating, you need to keep like pursuing your education, you need to keep like working for a better life despite all of this bullshittery, because one day this is going to end.
Yeah.
This is
Mhm.
not going to last forever. um you know, the Nazis were in charge of Germany for a long time and they fucked up a lot of stuff and they killed millions of people. The only thing, but Germany persevered and still exists to this day. And I hope that things in America do not get nearly that bad. I hope that with social media and the internet and all that stuff, like somebody from another country comes in and saves us before it gets that bad, or that people rise up before it gets that bad. I hope it doesn't get that bad. I don't think it's going to get that bad because, again, they're fucking idiots. They're all
Mhm.
fucking idiots. And there's going to be at some point in time, something's going to boil over. It's already started, but like, you just need to keep fighting, keep resisting, and that doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, getting violent. It just means keep being you and keep like pursuing who you are as a person and your dreams and stuff like that, despite them, despite all the dumb shit that they're doing, and try to help out in your community, try to help out your friends, your family, the people who are most at risk around you. The little things are what's going to like get us through all of this. Like, just like they said in Handmaid's Tale, don't let the bastards grind you down. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to grind us all down. And we just can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Very well said.
I do think I I mean, it's already starting in Texas. There was a 10-man team of people that ambushed some ICE agents.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't
And
know if
that's not
anyone
the only
was.
thing.
Yeah, and but I think that has to happen. I think it's gonna get to that. I think bullies only recognize like violence. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
And I hate that. I hate that it might have to come to that.
I do too because like I like my life, but it's like at the same time too. It's just like if shit has to happen, it has to happen. You know.
Yep.
Hmm.
And you piss off a country, especially the American people, like, yeah, we're lazy, but when we get pissed off, we get pissed off. You know, and these people are stupid. The administration is stupid, but they're stupid enough to do something crazy. So,
They are.
I mean, ideally, I would want the military to actually live up to their oaths and go deal with it, but I'm pretty sure he replaced a lot of high ranking leaders. Um, so that might be a no go. But the only thing I have to say is that for
Yeah.
anybody who's listening, listen to music, watch your movies, watch your TV shows, read books. Don't feel guilty in doing so. When undesirable groups were running away from Germany during the war, they still played games. They still like told stories. They still listened to music when they could. And it's because humans need that. So don't feel guilty if you're blasting like the new Kendrick album. If you're watching a new movie, don't feel guilty. We need that. You need that to keep yourself sane because the road's already pretty
Hmm.
bad. So, you know, yeah, that's what I got to say about it. Angel,
Angel, where's your inspiring speech? You're on the spot.
Angel, I swear to
And
God,
go.
I swear to God, man,
Oh,
if it's not a good one, we're
dude.
kicking you off the team.
No, dude, okay. First of all, you can't put me on the spot like that. Second of all, I mean, I feel like you guys pretty much wrapped it all up. I thought we were ending there. I thought we were good.
Oh my God.
But no, seriously, I agree. Like, just keep being you. Uh, don't let it wear you down. Like, I know it's scary. You see all these posts on social media. You're seeing bad things from every corner of the country, corner of the world. Um, Try not to let the bad stuff wear you down too much. Like, I know it's pretty much unavoidable at this point,
Yeah.
and sure, it's good to stay informed, but don't fall down that rabbit hole of like, oh, like this is the end of the world, because it's not. Um, we've seen worse things, and we'll probably see worse things in the future. We'll get through this.
All right.
Is that good enough for you guys?
We're gonna
Yeah, yeah.
Luke and I are gonna evaluate the speech in the playback.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
but no, that was
My
good
whole section is getting cut.
though.
It's a solid C plus.
He checks.
I'll take it.
He's
That's
lost
fast.
access to the
C's for
Discord.
degrees.
He's lost access to the Discord.
I just hear the Discord disconnect sound right now.
Hey yo, what the fuck? I can't get into the originators chat. Oh
Was
man.
blocked and everything.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Superman comes out over the next couple days. Let us know what you guys think. Um, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. It's what, season 3, episode 7. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, guys, have a good one. All right, peace out.
See you guys.